objects which the people who lived here dropped and left or threw away after them. The town was active about 760, 770 AD. It was started then, and it was abandoned in somewhere 980, 990. So it existed for about 200 to 250 years. So you have to create your own image in your head now, how the town would look. It's wooden houses, the one you saw reconstructed there, and the houses are put up along straight streets. They didn't just grow up anymore. The town is laid out in straight streets going up from the water. The streets are not laid with stone, they are laid with the wood. Probably quite dirty in the town also, because there is no garbage and people are basically throwing the trash out into the streets. Maybe not the most smelly stuff, maybe not rotten food or something. Splinters from cutting wood and so on. And also some food remains. We have found very many burnt bones of animals, remains of food. So it's probably a bit dirty and maybe smells a little bit too. There is a lot of activity going on in the town down here. It is a trading town, that's what we should view it as. This island is centered almost in the middle of this Lake Mälaren. It's the third largest lake in Sweden, and for Sweden this is a quite heavily populated area, both now and during the Viking Age. During the Viking Age, all around this lake would live maybe 50, 60 Sweden during the Viking Age. So there's a lot of trading and trading activity going on here. We have found remains of houses where the keeper made bronze jewelry for export, where they made combs made of the horns of reindeer and moose. Well, the cross is not from the Viking Age, and it is not a grave. That is only a memorial cross that was put up in the year 1829 in memory of Ansgar, the monk and the missionary who came here during the 800s, which I told you about earlier. The one who the chapel was also erected in his memory. So the cross was erected in 1829 for the 1000-year anniversary of when Ansgar came here. Because Ansgar came to Birka in the year 829 and he wanted to Christianize the pagan people in the town. Probably because the king of Birka had asked him. The king of Birka would have sent down an emissary to Louis the Pious, the king of France, and asked him to send up a missionary. And he sent Ansgar, a monk and a bishop from Bremen in present-day northern Germany. And why would it? Probably because at this point the French Empire stopped trading with people who were not Christian. And the French Empire seems to have been quite an extensive trading partner both for Birka and the entire Lake Mälaren Valley. So Birka and the king probably wanted to keep on trading with the French. We have found French swords and other stuff in the town area. And so in order to keep trading with them, they would have to Christianize the town. So Ansgar came here, or rather he traveled here, somewhere at close to the island of Öland. That's an island in the southeastern Sweden. When Ansgar traveled there, he was attacked by Vikings and his ship was stolen and all the items and gifts he would give to the king of Birka was taken. But he continued anyway, and he came here in 829. He started a small Christian congregation and things seem to have been going quite well for him already before he arrived. We have found proof of Christian slaves taken from Christian countries. And there were probably Christian tradesmen from Christian countries coming here to trade. So they were probably very happy when Ansgar came here. So he started a small congregation and built a small church probably. And in that case it is most definitely the first church of Sweden. But it hasn't been found yet. A lot of archaeologists have been here looking for it. So he returns to Bremen after about 1.5 years. And after 20 years he hears that, well, Ansgar, your Christian congregation in Birka is not going so well. People are forgetting the Christianity and reverting to their old habits. So he came back in the 850s, stayed for 2 years, and the same thing happened. When he was here, things were going quite well. He turned probably people to the Christianity, but people forgot about Christianity and reverted to their old habits. So it seems that Ansgar's presence was necessary in order to keep the Christian flame burning, so to speak. But I think he would be happy around the year 1100, because as I mentioned, 250 years after his death, his work have finally paid off. Then the Scandinavians are basically all of them Christianized. Well, down here there's a lot of poles sticking up from the ground. These poles are not from the Viking Age, but where they are, this place has been excavated. It's the garrison where the warriors lived. When the archaeologists excavated this place, they put down the poles, new poles, in the same holes that the original poles for the house were standing. This is so we can see how big the house was and so. It was a 20-meter long house, we call them. And in that house, the archaeologists found
non c'eri con noi all'inizio del giro, no, ecco, allora dopo
perché gli ho detto,
dico perché
questo l'ho detto già a tutti gli altri.
Questo l'ho già detto a tutti gli altri, non posso dirlo.
¿La cocera?
Que le ha preguntado si...
Al principio.
Estaba desde el principio.